Hope to see you again someday. Why did it have to happen? Why did it end this way? You know I miss you every moment. Doesn't matter if it's night, doesn't matter if it's day. I can't stop the pain inside. This is the last goodbye.
President Trump has restored the idea of America.
Keep America great! Exclamation point.
The Dow Jones made history today, closing over 26,000 points for the first time.
This is a standout report.
He's going to bring all these jobs back. Well, how exactly are you going to do that? What magic wand do you have?
Hand me down the walking cane. Hand me down my hand.
I'm going to bomb the shit out of them.
The collusion delusion is over.
You're fake news.
Unbelievable.
So dishonest.
Mr. President. Mr. President. Pardon me, ma'am. Mr. President. Mr. President, are you...
That's enough. Put down the mic.
So much winning. Everything he does.
Every day is NASCAR.
Seems to come out right.
Donald Trump, keeper of promises.
Man, all it means is just keeping time. How in the world did he learn that? Oh, Lord. Well, I have to get away.
I am with you. I will fight for you. And I will win for you.
America is winning again. With your help on November 3rd, 2020, can you believe? It's right around the corner. So you ready? Let's go. Let me hear it. Make America great again. Thank you, Texas. Thank you. Goodbye, Hillary. Bye.
Okay, it's Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Welcome back to the Redwave Show. We've got Sandra Jones has returned from her vacation.
Hey, everybody.
From her unpaid vacation on Tuesday.
Yeah, what's up with that, Phil?
This is not your Bernie Sanders station.
That's funny.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yes, welcome back. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday.
Yes, it's
Hey,
Thursday.
New Hampshire was exciting, right?
New Hampshire, yes. We got some information about New Hampshire from the president, so we can take a look at that today. We also have a meme update today. So we've got the meme created, and we will start getting those memes out into the Twitter room and the Telegram room so that you can start spreading them around for the candidates that are not being primaried. We will also create some memes for the candidates that the president is endorsing, even though they are in primaries, because, hey, that's who we're going to back. If Trump says to vote for this one, we should probably trust his judgment and vote for that candidate. What do you say, Sandra?
I totally agree, because he has more information than us, and I trust him. He's like the only one in D.C. I trust.
Right, and after what happened in Alabama, where we got Doug Jones instead of listening to Trump, we probably wouldn't have had a Democrat in the Senate in that seat.
Very true. Very true. But we got to learn the hard way, right?
Yes. Should have listened to him in Alabama.
Yep. Yeah, so if he's already endorsing someone and it's before their primary, then yeah, I agree with you. Like, let's listen to him. I'm going to listen to him over anybody else, period.
Well, we're
Because he may also have a deal in play that we don't know about as well.
That's right. That's absolutely right. Let's take a look at the meme. How about that? We'll show everybody what it's going to look like. They're all going to look like this, but with different names and states, and obviously in districts. So, give you a show of it. That's what the meme looks like. And here's one that I created since in my district, District 22, President Trump has come right out and endorsed Claudia Tenney. So,
nice. Let's check it out.
So
that's beautiful, Phil.
Yes, and we want to thank JP, Earth Citizen, for creating this. Awesome job. Looks great.
Awesome. Very professional. Ooh, Phil, these are going to be all over the place. How exciting.
Hopefully, we got to make sure everybody spreads these around as you start seeing them in the Twitter room. And obviously, the Twitter room is at Winning TVR. And there's a little Nancy Pelosi in there for you, too. You see the little circle down at the bottom with Nancy Pelosi?
Yes, and I sure want that red wave. That's a red wave about to take her over. And I'm down for that.
Yes.
I'm down for that.
Yes, we got to make it happen. So here we go. And all the memes, by the way, will look like this base. So keep an eye out for those memes.
Yeah, they're really nice looking. That's a nice looking meme, honestly. Good job, JP, Earth Citizen.
Yes, excellent. So keep your eyes open this weekend for those memes. Start spreading them around right away.
Yep. Get them out. Get the word out.
Yes, please do. Okay, let's get right into it. We got some Twitter stuff to take a look at before we get into some states. How about that?
Sounds like a plan.
Some Twitter stuff. Here we go. Let's go down and find it. Mostly videos, so whoop, don't want to see that, do you?
I don't know. We like videos.
Yes. First one you sent me, Sandra. We're going to play this one. That was pretty good. Well-made video.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I was cracking up. I muted it so I wouldn't drown out, but I was laughing. It was good. Rudy Giuliani, that's what got my attention to that video. He said, well done.
Here is a tweet from real Donald Trump regarding New Hampshire voting. And this is regarding the incumbents and the number of votes they received. Trump, 120,476 votes, compared to the next highest was Bill Clinton in 1996 with 76,797. And that was with only 87% of the precincts reporting.
Yeah, he killed it. He rocked it.
what we got to do is turn that enthusiasm for Trump into enthusiasm to vote down ticket. Red all the way down.
Yes. Yeah, because you know what? If we don't get that House back and keep the Senate, it's going to be impeachment, impeachment, impeachment. They're going to do that the whole entire time.
Well, Nancy Pelosi's already talking about investigating him over the Roger Stone tweet. So, yeah, they want an investigation over a tweet, which is going to cost another million or $2 million to look at a tweet.
Yeah.
Are you
they have
kidding
no
me?
problem wasting our money, do they?
Absolutely not. They're using Congress to try to win an election, is what they're doing by running all these investigations. So the president of the United States is not entitled to an opinion, apparently, or a First Amendment right.
Yeah, and I mean, what is so wrong? I don't understand. I don't think he's stepping in. I just think he has an opinion. But I mean, you know, I think in this political climate, though, it's sad. You got to watch it. You got to be careful. What is it? I don't.
You can't say anything.
Sometimes.
You can't say anything when you're president, period. You can't have an opinion. You can't say anything.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. And he is the most transparent president we have ever had. It's the only way we really know what's going on. He just lets us know everything.
Well, they don't like it. All he said was it's unfair. Number one. Number two, where's Tony Podesta? Why didn't Mueller arrest Tony Podesta for doing the same exact thing that Paul Manafort was doing in Ukraine?
Now, Phil, that would mean there's true justice for the left. Come on.
Yeah, can't have that. I think the whole Mueller thing was a setup to get the president to fire Mueller so that they can go for obstruction of justice and then try to impeach him for saying something slightly different than what his testimony was.
You know what really blows my mind, Phil? I know I say stuff like this all the time, but first it was Russia, then you had the Mueller investigation, and, people are like, his crimes, his crimes, his crimes. The thing is, even before he got voted in, they searched so much and could not find anything to the point they had to make it up in order to get the Mueller investigation going. So do you really think that this man has crimes that we don't know about? They have done everything they possibly could to search him out, and I'm sure it's multiple layers. So, there are people that are so brainwashed that believe this crap. It is insane to me.
Well, every time you ask them to give you a crime the president has committed, they call you a Russian troll or a troll bot and block you. Yeah. On Twitter, at least.
Yeah.
Show me
because they don't have an answer.
That's right. Show me the crime or tell me what the crime was the president committed. You're a bot.
Yeah.
You're blocked. I'm reporting you. So, how sad is that?
You're watching Fox News.
Yeah.
FAUX. Oh, please.
Not realizing that most of us aren't even watching Fox, with the exception of maybe one or two people on Fox.
Right. Exactly. Because Fox gets on my nerves too.
Yes.
I'm like, there are people that you can literally see how much they can't stand Trump. Like, why are you on? Go to CNN. Go to MSNBC. Excuse me. That's one of the things that I saw. I guess it was on Twitter. That's where I go for my news. And YouTube. They at MSNBC, they were trying to find Bernie bros. let's interview a Bernie person. And it was this lady. She said, well, I voted for Bernie. They were in a restaurant, I believe. Let me fix that. I voted for Bernie because MSNBC kept telling me not to. So I thought, you're so against him that maybe I should be for him. And I'm like, okay, you're almost there, lady. You're almost there. Like, you know what I'm saying? People have to listen. They're still listening to the TV. Still.
Well, I think that that's changing because trust in the media, the mainstream media, is lower than trust in Congress. So,
which says a lot.
Yeah, that's telling you something. I think single digits at this point.
Yeah. Well,
but we still have to fight.
We have to, because you know what? They're voting for Bernie. Bernie.
First of all, your reaction
is a.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I hit the volume.
No, it's funny. I thought you were doing one of your things. Bernie is a socialist, which is the next step is communism. I don't want to live in China. I want to live in the USA. If I wanted to live in China, I would pack my bags, get on an airplane, and go get some Corona. Okay? No. I want to live in the US. I do not want a socialist president. These people are crazy.
Well, here is after we finish up with the Trump New Hampshire primary results, we have one more video, but here's some evidence that the Democrat Party is full-on socialist now, regardless of what they say. But here's the last video from, it looks like Fox News, on the New Hampshire primary. Brad Parscale is speaking with, I think it's that Martha McCallum, who, yeah, she might as well be on MSLSD.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of when I was saying that. It's disappointing.
Oh, no, it looks like somebody else. No, it looks like that Martha McCallum. Ugh. Yep, it is. Well, here we go. Here's Brad Parscale.
Paul, your reaction to these numbers, big numbers in terms of turnout last night in New Hampshire?
Well, I think it shows how wrong the Democrats were on impeachment. The enthusiasm building from the campaign. The president is, we were on the ground there. The enthusiasm people had for, and we don't really have anybody to run against. We're running against 16 just no names. And the president just crushed it. And people are showing up because they want to be, they're so excited for November 3rd. They're already ready to come out today.
First of all, your reaction to these numbers, big numbers.
So, yeah, he's got huge numbers coming in New Hampshire. South Carolina, I am assuming, will be the same. And we're getting a lot of Democrats that are not going out and voting for the Democrats right now. Their numbers are way down compared to 2016. My assumption is going to be, and it's always been, that working class Democrats are not voting for socialism.
Yeah. Because they're working.
Yes. Yes.
They
know what a 70% tax does to their employer.
Yeah.
They know what it, now they're talking, I've heard speak about a $25 an hour or $20 an hour minimum wage that they want to ram through. You want to see unemployment spike in a hurry, start doing stuff like that. They will do it too. Look at Virginia. Democrats will lie their asses off, and once they get in, they'll do exactly what they want to do, regardless of what the people want.
It's true, and that's why we all have to get out and vote. Get out and vote. Red ticket, period. We need a tsunami. We seriously need a tsunami. If we want anything to get done in the next 4 years, we need the House big time, and we need the Senate. So, and those Democrats that aren't happy, we need to talk to them, give them that time. They need to vote red too.
Yes. And I see a lot of videos out there of former Democrats, even though they may not have changed their party affiliation, which is fine, but they're coming out for Trump. We need them to vote red. Definitely. Exactly like you said. So that's why we're here. We're going to do this 2 days a week for a long time until we win back the House, keep the Senate, hopefully gain some Senate seats, and Donald Trump is president again. But we will not take anything for granted.
No, not one vote do we take for granted.
We have to overcome quite a few obstacles with illegals voting, dead people voting, Democrats cheating, filling in ballots. We've seen it, all of this fraud go on. So we have to have massive numbers out there to overwhelm the fraud.
Yes, absolutely. That's an excellent point.
What we don't want is after the election, people saying, "Oh, they cheated, they cheat." No, too bad, too late. You waited too long to actually stand up, get out there and help. We have to have overwhelming tsunami-like numbers.
Yep.
Because we know they will cheat. End of story. We know there will be voter fraud.
Yeah.
We just have to double the efforts and make sure there are way more votes for the Republicans than there are for the cheating. That overwhelm the cheating, right?
Yes. I will say Judicial Watch has done a good job.
Mm-hmm.
I know that California, they found one, I think it's like 1.3 million votes that shouldn't, I don't know the technical term. I think it was dead people, that they were still counting their votes and stuff. So they are trying to clean some of the polls out. So hopefully this will work, but yes, if there's ever a time you felt as though, first of all, be a part of history. Understand we are a part of history right now. November 3rd, you're making a stance, a statement, and we've got generations to come that will be talking about this. Be a part of history. Your vote matters so much this November 3rd, more than any, in my opinion, because it's either socialism, communism, or prosperity. And this is our future of our country, and it's our future for our children and our grandchildren, and so on and so forth. Be on the right side of this history.
And if
Get
all
it?
you
The
can
right
do,
side.
if you only have time, if you only have 1 hour to spare to help get Republicans elected, take an hour, go on Twitter, and grab those memes and retweet all of them.
Yep.
When we put them in the Twitter room, and let me put up that meme template really quick. And I see Rockin' America 2 did make a good point in the chat. I found out that when Kennedy was president, one person owned 5 media outlets. Only 5 own all of them now.
Yeah. It's an excellent point. So they have social media and the television behind them,
Yes.
supporting them. We are Trump's army. We have a responsibility. We really do. Make sure you get on. I'm not on Instagram, but apparently Instagram is pretty big. Get on Instagram and do this. I know they've got different places. I'm on Facebook. I'm going to put it in the Tucker Carlson group. I'm going to put it in the Hannity group, the DML group. We need to turn this red.
Absolutely. Definitely. And the Twitter room will be Winning TV R, as you can see on the meme. And look for this weekend. There should be memes popping into that Twitter feed. The Redwave Show has a meme room. And I can't remember what I called it, believe it or not. I think it's the Redwave. Redwave Meme War Room. So if you're on Telegram, you can go into the Redwave Meme War Room and grab the memes with the candidate names. As you can see up on the screen, I have Claudia Tenney, District 22, New York. Obviously, we were going to hold off until the primary, but since Donald Trump has endorsed her, that's the direction we're going to go with. We're going to go with who Donald Trump endorsed. Now, if she loses her primary, of course, we will back the winner. But I think since Donald Trump has endorsed her, she has a better shot of grabbing that nomination.
Absolutely, because it seems like whoever he endorses, except for Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should have listened to him in Alabama for sure.
But President Trump, in case you are listening to this, we do apologize for not understanding. We have learned our lesson, and we got your back.
That's right. So be on the lookout in Twitter at WinningTVR, or you can go to the Telegram room, which is set up like Donald Trump's Telegram room, where it won't be full of comments and posts. It'll just have the memes in there. And be sure to follow us on DLive. We're 35 followers short of being able to increase the rewards at the end of the shows. So spread the link out for DLive. I believe it's winning_TV on DLive. So don't forget to do that. We got 35 to go, and then you can actually get paid in Don Lemons to watch our shows on Saturday night. The second show, you may throw tomatoes at us, but for the Speakeasy show.
Two very good shows. Helps me on my Saturday night when I have a little downtime. I get to laugh. First of all, I get to know everything the president's doing for us in a positive manner. And then after that, it's like, who knows what you guys are going to talk about? It's awesome.
So I've got some evidence actually that the Democrats, they're just socialists. They just might have, all of them are socialists in the Democrat Party. I'm not going to say Democrats because obviously working class Democrats are starting to see it as well and leaving. Walkaway is growing by leaps and bounds. And don't forget to follow Brandon Straka. If you're a working class Democrat who feels that the party left them behind, go follow Brandon Straka. Check out the videos.
Yeah, did you see the newest one he made, Phil?
No, I have not, but I can pull that up.
It's so good. So good. Like I watched it this morning and I was like, dang, so well made and explains so much of what's been going on. It was excellent.
Well, we'll go through this tweet real quick. See, I got America first on the brain now. Everything's first. Robbie Starbuck. Chuck Schumer was asked if he could support a socialist as the presidential candidate for the Democratic Party. Chuck says he'd strongly unite with all Democrats to support their candidate, even if it's a socialist. Nancy Pelosi adds she will as well. So let's watch this. Should be interesting.
The so-called Democratic Socialist, as he calls himself, top of your ticket.
Primaries are primaries, and there are always lots of Sturm and Drang. You will see in a few months, Democrats will be strongly united together, and we will be focused like a laser on beating Donald Trump. The enthusiasm that you last saw in 2008 to elect Barack Obama, you will see among Democrats this summer and fall to get Donald Trump out of office.
And we in the House feel that we set a model for how to win elections by winning in the most gerrymandered, voter-suppressed political arena you could ever put together, net gain of 40 seats. So we think we are an engine that can help us win that election, whoever our nominee is. Thank you.
Comfortable with it.
So why don't they just say it? Just get it over with.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's disgusting. I'm just speechless, honestly, Phil. I'm so grossed out. That's where, you know, we want the JFK Democrats back. That's what we want back. But now the issue is they've all come over here. So we're not even like, it's not even a sane situation over there. They've lost any type of sanity. Oh,
Well,
they're destroying themselves.
They're all flat out socialists. Illegals before Americans. Every single one of them. There is no moderate on that debate stage. All of them want the open borders, illegals to get health care, illegals to get welfare and food stamps. Seriously? At the expense of the American worker?
Yeah, seriously. And Phil, don't get me started. It pisses me off. I do not understand how you could break the law, come into our country, and then get free health care. That's our tax money. Why don't people take this personal? I don't understand that. It is personal. They're stealing from us. That's like you going to work and handing your check to your kids, and they do whatever they want with it.
No sane person would do that.
Exactly, except for them.
And I know the far left socialists are out there saying, look at Gavin Newsom in California has billions of dollars in surplus. What they don't tell you is California has such a high rate of homelessness that it increased the national average, which every other state went down. Homelessness went down in all other states except for California, and California spiked so high it increased the national average. Also, California has trillions in unfunded liabilities, pension funds. So I wouldn't
because
tout you have a multi-billion-dollar surplus. You don't have a surplus. You don't.
Yeah, they're lying. No.
And the tax-paying workers are leaving your state in droves. So, yeah. And if you have a surplus, why aren't you lowering taxes if you have that big of a surplus?
Because they're greedy.
Yeah, they're flat out lying. California is becoming a cesspool. Everybody knows it in the country. And here comes Gavin Newsom. Oh, we have a surplus. Bullshit.
Yep.
Before we
you
get
said
to
that right.
I'm going to try to find that Brandon Straka video. But before we get to that, why don't I go ahead and let you get started? We'll do a state. We'll do Georgia. How about that today? And I'll let you get that started by look for Brandon Straka's video. How about that?
All right, let me get there. I have his video. You want me to send it to you in the Telegram room?
Sure.
I'm telling you, I'm all up in it, Phil. I'm all up in it. All right. Okay, so you want me to start with Georgia, you said, sir?
Yes. Yep, we'll go into Georgia.
All right, Georgia. Their primary, May 19th, 2020. Let's see what we got going on. Here we go. All right, we've got a Senate race coming up. We have a Republican that is currently in the seat, David Perdue. And there are candidates going against him. We've got Derek Grayson, minister, network engineer, Navy vet, James Jackson, Michael Jowers, general contractor, farmer, war veteran. Ooh, that should be interesting. So that's not far away. Time is flying. All right, we've got Kelly Loeffler, Senate race again. She is a Republican, but we have Doug Collins, District 9 Congressman, attorney, pastor, ex-state rep, Wayne Johnson, business educator, ex-U.S. Educational Department, and a vet. So those are the Senate seats. That's 2 seats we have to keep.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right. I mean, seriously. So here we go. We've got District 1, Buddy Carter. He's a Republican. He does have Daniel Merritt going against him, businessman, Army vet. Oh, here we go. They got to piss us off right away. District 2, Sanford Bishop. No one is going against him. All right. We need to write that down. Because they should have a Republican running. Am I correct?
Yes, they should at least put a challenger up there.
Thank you, a challenger. You know, Phil, I just couldn't get the word out. I was like, what's the word? Okay, District 3, we have a Republican. There's no challenger. I still think that's sad. It still should be done, even though we have the seat. All right, District 4, Hank Johnson is a Democrat. All right, thank goodness. Joshi Cruz, medical coder. Joe Biden would be so proud. And a dental office receptionist.
So
wasn't that Biden that said we need coders?
I got to jump in here. District 4, Hank Johnson is the same Hank Johnson that thought Guam would tip over if we put too many tanks in our military base on one side of the island.
Please no.
Yes. That's the same
Are
dope.
you kidding?
Yeah.
Wow.
So come on, people of Georgia, District 4, get rid of that guy, for goodness. Oh, good grief. This guy.
I think yeah, that's shameful.
How you doing, Voice of Reason? Good morning. Yeah, he thought
do that on purpose.
He thought Guam would tip over. Interesting. Anyway.
Yeah. So his contender is Josie. I said Joshi, but it's Josie, I believe. Okay. Good morning, Voice of Reason. Oh, District 5. We don't have anybody running against John Lewis, who's a Dem. Man. All right. District 6, Lucy McBeth. She's a D, Democrat. We've got Mikkel Bartholomew, businesswoman, minister. Ken Brown, businessman, Navy veteran. Karen Handel, ex-congresswoman, ex-secretary of state, ex-Fulton County Commission chair. Blake Harbin, businessman, mortgage broker. Joe Profit, businessman, minister, ex-football player. And Paulette Smith, cosmetologist. Isn't that interesting? All Republicans.
Right, and I don't
District
see
7.
an attorney in that group either.
No.
We like that. No
Very
attorneys
nice.
running. Yes.
Yeah, that's always a blessing. District 7, we've got Rob Woodall, retiring in 2020. So we have Lisa Noel Babbage, educator, nonprofit leader, author, activist. Mark Gonzalez, businessman, real estate investor. Lynn Homerich, businesswoman, biochemist, nonprofit group executive. Zachary Kenmore, Laura Lee, educator. Rich McCormick, Oh my gosh. Emergency room physician, retired Navy officer, a war vet. Jacqueline Sang, technology professional. Renee Unterman, state senator, ex-state representative, ex-Gwinnett County commissioner, ex-nurse. Eugene Yu, businessman, ex-police officer, Army vet. Okay, you know what? That's a lot of, why so many, I wonder? Is that to split votes? I mean, why so many?
It's a primary, so the Republican primary is in May.
Right. That's 9 people. You know?
9.
Oh, well, I hope they're smart. I hope people do their homework.
I don't see. Well, that's why we're going to ask you to tune in, and hopefully soon the show pops up. Is Mega with, I believe that's the name of the show. Not sure of the time slot yet or the day, but Karen and Chris Mack will be vetting the primary candidates.
Okay. Yeah, because in places like that, you need help. That's a lot of people. All right, District 8, we have a Republican holding that seat, Austin Scott. And then the challenger is Vance Dean, self-employed. Danny Ellison, businessman, disabled war vet. District 9, Doug Collins. And we have Michael Bogus, construction foreman. Kevin Tanner, state rep, businessman, ex-county manager, ex-police officer. John Wilkinson, state senator, ex-educational department official.
And why you have people in a primary for this is Doug Collins is running for the Senate seat above.
Okay. Good job, Phil. Good catch. District 10, we have a Republican holding that seat, Jody Heiss. And there's nobody going against. That's cool. I mean, we've got D's, but as long as we could keep it red. R for red, red, red. District 11, Barry Loudermilk. And nobody is from the Republican challenging Barry. District 12, we have Rick Allen. Again, nobody's challenging for a Republican. Oh, geez, good. District 13, David Scott. We have got one person challenging, and that's Becky Heights, steel industry consultant. Get him, Becky, get him.
And obviously, we can make a meme for her because she will be the challenger to the Democrat.
Yes. Yep. District 14, Tom Graves. He is retiring in 2020. So we have John Barge, educator, ex-state school superintendent. Ben Bullock, real estate investor, a veteran. John Cohen, surgeon, businessman. Kevin Cook, state rep, farmer, university association athletic director. Clayton Fuller, attorney, vet, ex-Trump White House fellow. Okay, well, extra, I just can't stand that X, whatever they put in front of. Marjorie Green, a businesswoman. Andy Gunther, businessman, retired Army vet. Bill Hembry, businessman, ex-state rep. Kyle Perkins. Wow, and that's our state of Georgia.
Excellent. Excellent. And we'll just remind everybody, this is the meme that you will see. And obviously we have some unopposed Republicans. So we will, this weekend, start creating the memes. But you'll see this meme. It will be at WinningTVR on Twitter. And the Redwave Meme War Room on Telegram. So we encourage everybody to grab the memes and spread them around.
Such a nice looking meme.
Yes. Again, kudos to JP. Did a great job.
Excellent job. You know what's going to be interesting too, Phil, is we'll be able, by watching that, we know what it looks like. JP created it. We're going to be spreading it. It's going to be interesting to see how far it goes.
Yes.
You know, oh, I love it. I love it.
I think it's a great idea. We'll get the name recognition is the biggest problem.
Yeah.
For candidates, especially these candidates that their primaries aren't until August. And I think there was one last week or on Tuesday that was September 3rd.
Yeah. And it was crazy.
Yes. So you've got 1 month to campaign.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you're campaigning through the entire primary process, but that gives you 1 month.
But you're up against so many.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I've got the Brandon Straka video here. So we can go with that.
All right, let's
see what it is.
Let's check it out.
In 2016,
oh, let me make it bigger for the audience here.
I voted for Hillary Clinton. When Trump won the election, I was confused and outraged. How could half the country support someone so unfit, so unsound, and so morally objectionable? In January of 2017, I bitterly proclaimed on social media I would never be able to understand how anyone could vote for a man who stood before a cheering crowd and mocked a reporter's disability. And that's when somebody sent me this.
I mentioned the word regulated. What do you think about ISIS? Oh, ISIS is very dumb.
They said, Senator Cruz, what do you think of waterboarding? I don't want to talk about it. You know, he didn't want to talk about waterboarding.
Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
Doing a comical imitation of somebody getting flustered after being called out for being dishonest and mocking someone's disability is a very important distinction. To intentionally mislead the public into believing something terrible and sinister took place, something that strikes a blow straight into the heart of what we consider to be common civility and the basic standards of decency, is reprehensible. To purposely invoke racism, homophobia, bigotry, and falsely assign these emotionally charged accusations to people in situations where they do not belong simply to control your thinking is criminal. And it turns out, they do it all the time. The media is keenly aware of a simple premise. If they can control how you feel, they can control how you think. Time magazine put out an issue with a little girl on the cover who appeared to be separated from her mother in an effort to take advantage of your kind hearts and your desire to protect children. Except this girl was never separated from her mother. Donald Trump was asked a question about MS-13 gang members. MS-13, a gang whose motto is rape, control, kill, to which he called them animals. The entire media then removed the question and the context to report that Donald Trump called all immigrants animals. They lied to you about Donald Trump. They lied about Brett Kavanaugh. They lied about children in cages. Hell, they even lied about walkaway. They were wrong about the election outcome. They were wrong about the Covington kids. They were wrong about Jussie Smollett. And yes, oh yes, they were wrong about Russian collusion. They report.
Wow. I wish there was
Wasn't
more.
that? There is. He has a full 5-minute video. And I will tell you, it is excellent. I just didn't know if you wanted to do a full 5.5 minutes.
You know what?
But
152.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I found it and I went right to the right spot. Let's finish it.
Okay.
Country.
Are you good with that? We'll finish the whole thing. I think it's great.
It's so good from beginning to end. It's worth every second. But you know what, Phil? It's not the same order. It's started from the beginning, and it's not bad to even see what he already said, but they took pieces and put it together to make that small one.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
They lied to you about Donald Trump. They lied about Brett Kavanaugh. They lied about children in cages. Hell, they even lied about walkaway. They were wrong about the election outcome. They were wrong about the Covington kids. They were wrong about Jussie Smollett. And yes, oh yes, they were wrong about Russian collusion. It is no secret that I am a former liberal who, in early 2017, walked away from the Democratic Party, and right along with them, the liberal media. That term, liberal media, was one that, in my previous allegiance to the left, made me bristle. I thought, there's no such thing as liberal media. There's right-wing propaganda, and then there's the truthful media, reliable sources like CNN, MSNBC, the Huffington Post, the Washington Post, the New York Times, BuzzFeed, Vice. The fact of the matter is, the media is overwhelmingly liberal. The media is run by 6 corporations in its entirety, all located in the same blue states in a tightly constricted bubble. In 1971, Republicans made up 25.7% of journalists. Democrats were 35.5%. Today, 77% of reporters identify as Democrats and just 7% as Republicans. As a gay man, I placed my trust in these media entities. I believed that I could rely on them for truth, and I believe these media outlets displayed a genuine compassion for marginalized minorities in America. The truthful media seem to be the only news sources acknowledging the purportedly prevalent existence of racism, homophobia, xenophobia, transphobia, sexism, and bigotry commonly experienced by minority classes in this country. Never in my life did it occur to me to question the ethics or motivations of the liberal media. To me, they were just the good guys. In 2016, I voted for Hillary Clinton. When Trump won the election, I was confused and outraged. How could half the country support someone so unfit, so unsound, and so morally objectionable? In January of 2017, I bitterly proclaimed on social media I would never be able to understand how anyone could vote for a man who stood before a cheering crowd and mocked a reporter's disability. And that's when somebody sent me this.
I mentioned the word regulated. What do you think about ISIS? Oh, ISIS is very dumb.
They said, Senator Cruz, what do you think of waterboarding? I don't want to talk about it. You know, he didn't want to talk about waterboarding.
Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. Oh, I don't remember.
Doing a comical imitation of somebody getting flustered after being called out for being dishonest and mocking someone's disability is a very important distinction. To intentionally mislead the public into believing something terrible and sinister took place, something that strikes a blow straight into the heart of what we can.
I stopped it for a second because people still believe that he was mocking a disabled reporter.
Yes.
And kudos to the person that sent Brandon that video.
Absolutely.
So every time somebody tells you, we should clip that out of this speech right here that Brandon's giving. Every time someone tells you he mocked a disabled guy, how can you vote for it? You should immediately post this clip of the video of this entire, not the entire video, but the clip of this section of Brandon's video.
Yeah, I agree.
Consider to be common civility and the basic standards of decency is reprehensible. To purposely invoke racism, homophobia, bigotry, and falsely assign these emotionally charged accusations to people in situations where they do not belong, simply to control your thinking, is criminal. And it turns out, they do it all the time. The media is keenly aware of a simple premise. If they can control how you feel, they can control how you think. Time magazine put out an issue with a little girl on the cover who appeared to be separated from her mother in an effort to take advantage of your kind hearts and your desire to protect children. Except this girl was never separated from her mother. Donald Trump was asked a question about MS-13 gang members. MS-13, a gang whose motto is rape, control, kill, to which he called them animals. The entire media then removed the question and the context to report that Donald Trump called all immigrants animals. They lied to you about Donald Trump. They lied about Brett Kavanaugh. They lied about children in cages. Hell, they even lied about walkaway. They were wrong about the election outcome. They were wrong about the Covington kids. They were wrong about Jussie Smollett. And yes, oh yes, they were wrong about Russian collusion. They report so much bias toward 50% of Americans and stoke racial hatred, with emphasis on stories that turn out to be hoaxes. They consistently lie about our fellow Americans in order to get us to hate each other. And why? Power and control. It starts to make sense why the fake news has been labeled the enemy of the people. If it's interference in the election that you're concerned about, you don't need to go all the way to Russia. There is nobody more than our own liberal media who attempts to divide Americans by race and extreme ideology, or who is conducting information warfare against the United States with the goal of spreading distrust toward candidates and the political system. The election of this president has only caused the media to double down on their manipulative tactics, the identity politics, the race baiting, the fear-mongering, the intentional injection of paranoia about your own fellow Americans. I know many of you are starting to see it, and I know how disturbing this realization can be. Know that you are not alone. Join us. Walk away.
Excellent. Excellent video.
Yeah. Informational warfare.
Yes.
So good.
And Voice of Reason made a good point. You know, the left will believe, let me read this comment. I never cease to be amazed what the left will believe, even when shown the truth. Well, I'm glad Brandon's doing these videos because he was a leftist who voted for Hillary.
Okay, I want to comment on Voice of Reason.
Mm-hmm.
It is amazing, but in their defense, not that I'm but the thing is people, their identity is mixed in with all of this. So it goes much deeper. Like, we see the truth because we're hungry for the truth. We want the truth. Even if our president doesn't look good in a light, I prefer to have the truth. The issue with the left is their identity is so engrossed in all the lies that they've believed. What are they going to do, man? They're going to be devastated.
Well,
You know what I mean?
That's why Brandon is doing this. It looks like it's going to be a series because this is episode 1. So he is trying to do his part to ease people, because it's going to be a shock to their system that, hey, I've been lied to. I believe that disabled reporter report. There's still people that believe the Covington kids were racists, even though they won lawsuits proving otherwise.
Yeah.
And JP asked how many views that first episode got. It's already gotten 244,000 views, almost 245,000 views.
It's so good. But that's the issue. It's people, their identity is mixed in with their political beliefs. And we're talking years and years and years of this ingrained in their being. So I believe that we are going to have to have our arms open wide. We're going to have to be willing to love on people regardless, to forgive, because it's going to be tough. I'd rather forgive and love on that person than hate on them and reject them. And it doesn't work good for us that way.
Well, I think every week we will play a walk away video, because I see a bunch of them out there of people that are asking for forgiveness from Trump supporters. So you don't have to ask for forgiveness from us. Just join us.
Oh, no.
Just join us. That's all.
Because we're freaking awesome, man.
Yes. So
we are awesome.
There are a lot of walkaway videos out there. So, we're at the top of the hour, so we're going to close this out. But we need to help these people and welcome them aboard, because they are coming, and they are coming in a hurry. So we're seeing it, especially after Nancy Pelosi ripped up the speech. Like I said on other shows, I listened to the C-SPAN feed where caller after caller after caller, Democrats were saying they're done. So
yeah, they're horrified.
Yes.
Horrified. Phil, it's been a great show.
Yes.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Make sure you tune in on Saturdays, please. Have some fun with us. The more, the merrier.
Yes, that's promises kept at 8 o'clock Eastern time. And then Speakeasy show right after that, around 9-ish to about 11. Sometimes a little longer, sorry. Other shows, Ladies of Liberty, we don't mean to step on you. We just get a little overzealous and lose track of time. But don't forget to follow Boogie Bumper Monday through Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, the Daily Boogie. Tamara Lee and Brent Hamachek, I believe they're on Wednesdays. I don't see the time up there. Kimmy Y Censored on Thursday night, 11 o'clock. Either she's on Periscope or D-Live. And Pirate Radio is Friday night. I think it's somewhere around 11:30, right?
Yeah.
Chris,
I don't know.
don't forget
I
the
think
Mac
so.
Files. Chris Mack. He's on
Check your listings.
several times a day. So the Mac Files, so be sure to follow Chris Mack. And he will be coming out with a show where they vet the Republican candidates that are in primaries. I believe it's going to be called Mega. And as soon as I get the time from Chris and a slide, we will give you more information on that. Don't forget the awesome meme, and keep your eyes open this weekend for the Twitter feed Winning TVR to share those memes, or you can go to the Telegram room, the Redwave Show, the Redwave Meme War Room in Telegram. That is set up like President Trump's feed, where it won't be cluttered with posts. It will just have memes in there. So look for that by Sunday night. We should have some memes out there for you. So,
all right, sounds like a plan.
Yes, and don't forget to follow us, Winning TV, and help us get to 200 on D-Live. Thank you for all the lemons. Oh, you know what? I should probably... I know there were many lemons in that chest, but maybe I should bust them open. Maybe I'll add some here.
No, hold on to them. Do you have? Can they go to the next one?
Yes, they can go to the next show.
All right, let's build it up.
Okay, we'll see you. If you want some of those lemons, there's only 0.7 in there now, so you wouldn't get many. But we'll see you Saturday night, 8 o'clock. And then we'll break open that chest after the Speakeasy show, so that forces you to watch that shit show.
Happy Thursday, everyone. Have a great day.
Yes, thank you. We'll see you. Thank you, Boogie Bumper, for the diamond. Where did you steal these? I love when he says that on the show. You got to watch the Daily
Me too.
Boogie. Very thought-provoking. You'll love them. You'll hate them. You'll keep going back for more. Thank you, Boogie. Have a good.
Love them so much.
Yes, I got to get back to work. So we'll see you Saturday night, folks.
Day.
Thank you.